That was odd. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all my unread classics collection. Recently, as some of you may know, I've read Wives and Daughters as a buddy read with Claire and Matthew. I'll link their channels down below, and just have really enjoyed it and would really like to pick up classics more often. So I figured by sharing with you all my physical classics collection that is thus far unread, you guys could encourage me to read certain books and share your opinions about said books. So I'm gonna try and get through this as quickly as I can because trust me, there's a rather large stack here because I have this thing about collecting classics. And you wanna help me pick what classic to read next or what classics I should read next. Then go ahead and keep on watching. Alrighty guys, let's do this. Little Men by Louisa May Alcott. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Mulvaney Stories by Rudyard Kipling. And The Jungle Book by the same. The Adventures of Robin Hood by Roger Lancelyn Green. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Selected Essays, Lectures, and Poems. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Don't excommunicate me, please. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table by Roger Lancelyn Green. The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. Othello by Shakespeare. I've only ever read Romeo and Juliet and The Taming of the Shrew. So that'll tell you things. Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. You guys know how I feel about this book, even though I haven't read it. Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee, even though I realize that's more recently published. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Sherlock Holmes, other than A Study in Scarlet, which I did recently read. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. You would think I've read this, being a psychology major in college. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. I will say I do believe I read an abridged version of this in high school and didn't like it, but I feel like I should give it another shot in its entirety. Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. Virginia Woolf, To the Lighthouse, which I'm very interested in. The Odyssey by Homer. Again, I think I read an abridged version of this in high school. I'm not even gonna try and say that, but a collection of essays. Greek tragedies. It's been a while since I've done this, guys. The Iliad of Homer. Ovid Metamorphosis, which I have read some of in college, translated by Ralph Humphreys. Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. Emma by Jane Austen. And Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. Even though I have read about half of this, I had read about half of it and then started my first semester at college and just kind of got lost in it. So haven't finished that. Okay guys, last stack. Middlemarch by George Eliot. Recently saw Claire do a book review on this and really want to get to it soon. My books are gonna fall over everywhere. The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. 1984 by George Orwell, which is one of my 5-star predictions books that I really should get around to reading. This is a collection of The Scarlet Letter, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, The Red Badge of Courage, Billy Budd. I don't even know why I have this, but I have it. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Loki, can you not touch the tripod, please? The Bostonians by Henry James. And last but certainly not least, we have Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. Okay guys, so that's a lot of classics, probably some where some of you are thinking, why haven't you read this book yet? Jane Eyre being at the top of that. I feel like I miss out on so many literary things and references because I have never read that book, but I did buy that really cool edition. But I know this is kind of a bit of a lame video, you guys, but I just really wanted you guys to help me pick what book I should pick up next as far as classics go. I'm hoping in the next year or so to kind of remember to go back to them and to continue to read them. But if you guys liked this video, please like it. And if you loved it, please subscribe. And please tell me what book I should read next. And we'll see you in my next video. Happy reading. Oh, it's been so long since I've done this. This could be rough. I said his name wrong the last time. Yeah, I totes did. Now I have to put all of these back on my bookshelf. No, thank you. I'm so not creative with thumbnails anymore. There's only so many things you can do with a book in your face.